Good morning. Happy Friday. So, let's do today just a short lesson on the pioneer children and the chores and jobs they had to do, following up on our pioneer lesson yesterday. The first thing I'd like you to do is to get supplies for making butter. One of the jobs of the pioneers was to make their own butter, and often the job was allotted, given to the children. It was something that they could work on. So I've got myself here some old time bread for our lesson about the old times. Also, look what happened to the log cabin that we made yesterday, that I made. Well, my family and I enjoyed snacking on it all day long. There's still some left, but that was yummy. And I wanted you to notice that I used heavy whipping cream. That was the carton. And before I used it in yesterday's craft, I took out the insides because we need that for today's butter making activity. So you're going to need heavy whipping cream, and you're going to need a glass jar that has a lid that seals tight. And it can be smaller than this. And you don't want to put too much heavy cream in. Just about a third or a quarter in there. So there's lots of room to shake it because butter has to be churned, it's called. And you have to shake it up for a while. It took me about 15 minutes of shaking to make this butter. And if you need help shaking, pass it around. If we were in school, I would have you guys be, we'd be doing this activity, and we'd all be helping each other and taking breaks and taking turns because it's hard work. So you want to shake, shake, shake. And you don't want to stop shaking until it turns into butter. So I want you to shake and then pass it to someone, brother, sister, mom, dad, cousin, and keep shaking while I'm talking through this lesson. And we'll see what happens. All right, look at that. Now it's all creamy on the sides. All right, shake, shake, shake. So today, let's talk a little deeper about the pioneers. Here we have our log cabin and our covered wagon that we talked about yesterday. And they headed out west that way in their covered wagon shaped like a boat so things wouldn't spill out. And found a good place for growing crops and food, finding food, good game to hunt, and trees for chopping down and building homes, and a place on the land that wouldn't get flooded, had good water drainage, got the right amount of sun, and they built their log cabin. And how did the children help in all this? Yesterday we saw that they helped push the wagon at times, and maybe had their own hand cart that they had to pull or push, load with things. And here is like a fun page about a boy who is helping do just that. There's their covered wagons. They found their spot. Look at him there. He's lending a hand. So, yeah, they had to help with the building. Look at this girl. What's she doing? Which way is she heading? Aha, towards the fire. Now she's gathering some wood to help make the fire, keep it going, and cooking the food. Look at that pot. Wow. This guy's got an axe, and there you can see the notches. and how they would fit the logs together, just like our Lincoln logs in class. Or maybe you have some at home. So I really liked how the action on this page. And another job, which actually was before that other page, is they were cut down trees. Look at this guy made an A in his. I think he's supposed to be Abe Lincoln. Cutting down those trees with their axes. Ooh, that would be a job you would like to do, I'm sure. Are you still shaking your butter? Let's see. Has it turned to butter yet? No. Cream hasn't butter separated and clumped into butter yet. Keep going. All right, I really love this idea here. Look at this boy. What is he doing? I'm thinking he went to get water. And look at that good way that they designed. They made this wood piece go around his neck called a yoke. And they'll do that with their cows too to help them. Here they are. Yeah, they would make the yokes of wood, and then the reins would go back and it would help the cows pull the wagon to distribute the weight. If he only was carrying with one hand, it'd be off balance and tilted. So he's got a nice balance. He can carry his water. Wow. All we have to do is go turn on the spout. We're so lucky. In the old days, the children had to go get the water. Water for everything. Imagine, even water for your bath. Not just drinking and cooking, but bathing too. Or maybe you just went down into the water at the creek or the lake if it wasn't too cold. Let's see here. Oh, this girl. Yeah, look at that. Water for washing clothes. Another need to go get it. She's scrubbing. Wow. That is a lot of work. We're so blessed to just have a washing machine that does the work for us. Well, these children really had to do their part. What else do I have here? Okay, we talked about cutting wood. Oh, I love this one. Okay, so the butter that you're shaking, they would make this way. They would put it in this barrel-like tool container, and then the lid had a hole in it for this stick. It has a paddle in there, and they would have to go shaking the cream with that paddle down in there over and over and over until it turned into butter. So we are replicating that, but we're doing it this way with our jar and our cream. Wow. And it really got tiring. Your arms. Are your arms tired from shaking the butter? Yeah. Their arms got tired from churning this way with the stick and the paddle in the churn. And then they'd trade off with a brother or sister or mom. Okay, we've got a boy here carrying water. We talked about that. There's some more cleaning up, maybe. They're doing the dishes, or are they washing clothes? Yeah. Cutting wood. These girls here, more washing clothes. So I hope that yesterday you were able to watch the story video called Benjamin in the Woods. And I wanted to highlight what the children's jobs were in this story. I lost my place. I think I can find it. Oh yeah. Alright, so here was the first one. There's Benjamin helping to build and carrying sticks. Very cool. Here he is helping to plant the crops. This family planted corn. Look at that. They use machines a lot for that nowadays. If you had a small farm, you'd have to use your own labor. Okay. Oh, this one. I love this one. Look, they're milking the cow. So where did the cream come from? Here's our butter. Our cream that we're making into butter. Came from the cow. And they have to do the milking. And that's actually a tiring job too. Your arms get tired from squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Benjamin's holding the cow, but at some point he's going to be sitting there doing the milking. Here he is carrying water. Well, that was an important job. Keeps showing up. Now today's storytime video, I'd like you to watch Winter Days in the Big Woods. And there are some children's jobs in here that we haven't mentioned yet in the other pictures and books. So I'd like you to make a list or a couple drawings of the jobs in this story that the children did to help out. All right, how's the butter going? So what I did, I made this a little bit earlier. It took me about 15 minutes of shaking to get my cream to look like butter. And you'll see it separated. You've got some kind of weak looking milk. And then you can see the butter down in there. Yeah. So you want to keep shaking until you get it to look something like this. And let's see if I can get some out of there. A little soft. Oh, look at that butter. Yeah. Just spread it on my bread. Nice. Now, my experience is that the butter, when you make it this way, is it needs salt. So I brought my salt. Just gonna shake a little. Not too much. Okay, let me see. Not bad. All right. So, yeah, go ahead and make yourself some butter and enjoy a snack while listening to the story of Winter Days in the Big Woods. All right. Have a great weekend. Love you all and miss you all. Bye.